Michigan State 92, Toledo 69. Some dominant performances from Michigan State, some fun moments from surprising individuals on this roster. We will get to it all, but first, reminder that all of our previews and recaps this season are brought to you by Tinker Coffee. You see the Tinker bags behind me. I got the Puebla, the Hambella, I got the Zing in the big bag, and you put me on the Zing cart.
Zing's my current favorite. Look, I'm looking forward to trying all these, but Tinker is the best in the Midwest. That's what they go by, and honestly, I stand by them in that I am part of the reoccurring. I gotta get this right. The
Recurring,
recurring
recurring.
program. 25% off. Use promo code Sleepers. Look, I got a lot going on in my life. I'm very, very busy. I can't be waking up in the morning and not having beans readily available. Tinker makes that easy on me. So tap in. I highly suggest the Zing.
Just remember it this way. It's Kurtang, not a Kurtang.
Yeah, the thing is, this is not the last time this is going to happen. So maybe I think people just need like get your Carter translator out, you know?
Maybe just accept it. Tinkercoffee.com, promo code SLEEPERS, get 50% off your first order. If you do set up that recurring order, you can get up to 25% off in addition on the recurring orders that they send you. It's the best coffee that we have ever laid our eyes on, our hands on, our taste buds on. And you're going to hear a lot more about Tinker from us throughout the remainder of this season. To the game, Michigan State. I mean, dominant offensive performance in the first half, 58 points at half. You led by 30. You lose the second half by 7.
Hmm.
I guess until garbage time. I mean, I don't know how you want to frame this. Like, obviously, you can't be that concerned about a game you cover, you win by 23, but it just like the first half was so good. The second half is kind of like noticeably, damn, Toledo got us by, they're up 13 in the second half with like 2 minutes left until the Walton twins banged a couple threes. Kind of just a weird night, tale of two halves, but overall, we saw some dominance from Jackson Kohler. I feel like we're starting to see consistently, but not to that level in that first half. Cohen Carr got more involved than he's been. Jeremy Fears, I think, his first good overall offensive performance in maybe 3 games. And I don't know. Then you had the Walton twins kind of put the cap on it late, back to back threes. A cool moment for the brothers that come in just in garbage time and in 60 seconds made a story that their family will never forget. So I guess let me ask you this. Was this just an all around feel good night for Michigan State fans sort of in the holiday season here?
Yeah, Greg, can you tell me the score again? Mainly the Michigan State part.
92.
92 points on a Tuesday in December, might I add. Like that, honestly, that in its own right made me feel very, very good. Seeing an offensive performance where you are able to score 92 points and honestly feel like you maybe even left something out there. This could have been a game Michigan State could have easily got to 100, I think, and kind of ran away with it. To your point, I think with about 9 to 10 minutes left in the second half, I think they took their, let me see here. Yeah, the largest lead of the game at 33 points. Thought they were going to kind of maintain and build on that a little bit. Did get a little bit weird there. Honestly, probably a little sneakily crazy part of Izzo enjoyed that it got close because now he can be a meanie again in practice. But yeah, some really good performances from people. Love to see the aggression from Fears in this basketball game and converting on those. I even got to one point where I was like, man, damn, Fierce is kind of gunning from three right now. Like he really wasn't like hesitating and only went 1 for 5, but just seeing his aggression and him, making some layups and getting to that 15-point mark, also getting to the free throw line, doing what he does. If he's able to combine that aggression with also making free throws, I think he can be, a higher level scorer on this team. I thought Kohler was going for 40 in this game. If I'm Jax, I'm like, damn, I really left some out there. Jax could have had 30 in this game. He had a first half double double, I want to say, or at least close to it. Let me check on that. Yeah, he had 14 and 11 in the first half, and he was 6 of 12 from the field. Jax, I saw your pops tweet this on Twitter. He was a little upset on the finishing on this one. I thought you could have at least been like, I don't know, let's go 8 for 12, 9 for 12, given some of the looks that he got. But you and I talked about it on the preview. This is a Toledo team that is really, really bad defensively, and you are able to get layups and get shots that you want. And you know what? In the first half, I'm not going to complain about 58 points. Also saw like I feel like a good amount of bunnies that were left out there at the same time. That's nitpicky, but overall, I think a really good performance from Michigan State. And maybe you let some things go in that second half towards the end, a little bit sloppy, but all in all, I'm happy with the performance.
Yeah, I don't know how you could not be happy with the performance. Truly, I feel like I usually have a lot to say on Michigan State recaps. I'm not saying I don't have a lot to say here because I could find a way to do 90 minutes on any Michigan State game ever, no matter what happens. But to me, this one is truly just kind of like, yeah, you played well, feel good game. Like I think we laid this out in the preview very nicely that there were reasons to believe Toledo was a tough opponent. There were reasons to believe they would get up emotionally. There were reasons to believe they had bucket getters that could make this interesting. In fact, I feel backed up by how Sonny Wilson played in this game. Sonny
No,
Wilson,
I was just about to say, Sonny's nice.
well, that's the thing. If you would have just given us, like in the preview, we're doing this, they got Sonny, they got Leroy, and you told us, well, Sonny's going to have 29 on 10 for 15 with 5 assists to 0 turnovers. I think you and I would be like, "Whoa, this is gonna be dicey." So the fact that Michigan State was up 30 at half, despite Toledo's best player being amazing, I think is basically just an all-around feel-good game. And I don't know to put my own, I don't know, my own spin on this from something I just went through with my team, with you in my living room this weekend. Um, it feels a little bit in nature the same way the Michigan Maryland game was, where it's like, obviously we were down at the half. You were up 30 at the half. I don't mean it that way. But like, a 20-point win, the other team's best player went crazy, and you come
Mhm.
out of it just like, yeah, that was a fun game. Like I don't really have that much to take away in the big picture from this beyond that was really fun. It was fun to watch Sonny. He played well. It was also fun to see Jeremy Fears get going again. Jackson Kohler be dominant. Cohen Carr have legitimately good moments, and then the walk-ons come in and put the bow on it at the end. So that's just sort of how I would frame it. I'm assuming that's how most Michigan State fans feel after this one. There's not much more you would ask for on a random Tuesday, December trap game than be up 30 at half and coast from there. Let's start with Kohler, 16 and 13 in this game. You mentioned he had a double double in the first half. He only played 22 minutes. Is the reason he didn't dominate the second half just we called off the dogs, or is this another like we got one great half and one super quiet half from Jackson for some reason game?
Yeah, I mean, he only played 8 minutes in the second half of this basketball game. I thought that honestly we probably could have kept going to him a little bit more, but it seemed like I don't know. In the last game, I was like, I need Jackson to be more involved. This one, it kind of seemed like there was a choice to not have him as involved in the second half, and I'm not sure if I can pinpoint like if that was just what was happening within the game or anything kind of associated with that. But um, you know, maybe it was kind of just getting everybody in. Maybe in the second half as you're up 30, it's kind of how it felt like. But I am monitoring the fact that we do need two good halves from Jackson. Like I'm not saying monitoring like I'm concerned, but I love that he's coming out and starting off game strong. I think he has the ability to maintain that throughout the whole game, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of just who Jackson is to me, and I don't mean the like one half to another stuff. I mean the overall game. 16 and 13 in 22 minutes. That's the second lowest minutes he's played this year. The other game he was low was East Carolina when he played 21 minutes, and oh, by the way, was a Ken Pom MVP in that game.
Mm.
So I will say this: like the nights you're playing Kohler less minutes seem to be some of his best performances. Maybe it's literally just he comes out the gates incredible, and then you're up so much, it's like let's rest our best player. I kind of think that's what this is. There was no reason to me at any point in this game. I felt like Kohler couldn't completely dominate if they wanted him playing 35 minutes and finish with 30 and 30. He probably could have. With that said, this is a consistent theme of Michigan State recaps, I think. Kohler was dominant and yet missed layups is a talking point. After this game, Izzo said flat out at the podium, I think that might have been the best half a player has ever had in this building if Jackson had just made two more layups. This game concluded with Michigan State shooting 54% from 2-point range.
Hmm.
That's not bad. That's ahead of your season average, but adjust for competition level, Toledo's front court, it did certainly feel like they left points on the board at the rim again, including Kohler, who, again, Kohler was dominant, but you come out of this game being like Kohler missed some bunnies. So,
Like he was 6 for 12. If I'm Jackson, I'm literally thinking in my head, like, God damn, man. I left like 25. I left a 25-point ball out there. Truly.
yeah, he
Like the
hit two of his three threes. He was 5 for 10 from two. So, like, help me square this mentally. Are you on the side of the people who are like, yo, make your shit after a night where Jackson has 16 and 13 in 22 minutes?
I'm more so like poking fun at it a little bit. I'm more so just at the point where I'm like, Jax, that's a great game. Good shit. If you give me that, I'm gonna be happy. But if I had a moment to be greedy, like, come on, man, you leaving like four out there. You know what I'm saying? We had 16 in this game. You left 20 and 13 out there. Jackson, what's 20 and 13 sound like to you? What sounds better, 20 and 13 or 16 and 13? Go ahead and get you two more. Why not?
Right. It sounds better. Can I speak on it?
Yeah, of course you can.
At the risk of, I don't know, I don't want to pick fights here. I continue to think this is what these guys are capable of. Like
Yeah.
Jackson is a player who misses bunnies.
So here's where I'm at with Jackson though, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I think that Jackson's going to miss some bunnies playing up against guys that are maybe a little bit bigger, more athletic, those type of teams. Is it fair, like against Toledo, to expect a little bit better finishing?
Um, in theory, here's what I'll say. He's
Hmm.
shooting 55% from two this season. He was 56% from two last season. Last season, he was better from 2-point range in conference than he was outside of it.
Hmm.
He was better against Ken Palm tier A opponents from 2-point range than he was against non-tier A. So, like, the numbers do not show that that's been it. It's not that he struggles at the rim against better opponents and beats up on less ones. If anything, it's the opposite. Now, that is a data point in the direction of like, why are you missing them against bad opponents? If you can do this against Illinois, why can't you do this against Toledo? I
Yeah.
would just say this, it's year four. He is who he is.
Mm.
Why are we expecting 65% from 2-point range from a guy that's never been 57 or better? This is the scout on Jackson Kohler. He misses bunnies. He
Hmm.
also is like the best rebounder in the Big Ten. He usually gets his own rebound when he misses the bunny,
Yeah.
and he ends up putting it in anyway. So I guess I just kind of keep harping on this because I found it hilarious, dude. It was halftime. It's halftime. You are up 30. You scored 58 points in a half, and my entire timeline is make your layups.
Can I read you? So Sheehan texted me at halftime, and he literally goes, Carter, tell me if I'm crazy, but I don't know if I can live in a world where my team's up 30 and the main talking points are Miss Bunnies and Denim Wojcik minutes. Talk to me, man.
Thank you, Sheehan. I'm glad somebody's on my side, dog, because um
Well, you know what this is, right?
what is it?
This is Michigan State's fan base acting like Izzo. They're
It's
trying to act
true.
like they're just trying to act like Izzo.
And by the way, I think you should make your layups. I'm not advocating for missing layup. I'm just like,
Your team make layups.
well, this is a friend of the program. Can we shout out a friend of the program
Yeah.
who had one of these tweets? Like, because there were a lot on my timeline, but I'm gonna shout out a friend of the program who read like this was a Peach tweet, MSU Peach, who is like a big Twitter account. I'm sure people watching this know who Peach is, and we like Peach. I've met Peach, I think, one or two times, and I know you guys are, I think, in group chats or something together. Anyways, Peach is a great follow. Like, he's great. I usually agree with stuff he tweets. And he just tweeted, this team has smoked precisely 71 bunnies in the first half. And I read that when you're up 30 at half and scored 58, and it might be right, it's true, but it's also like, how are we harping on that? You're on pace to score 120. Jackson has what, 12 and 11 at half, and all anyone wants to talk about is he can't make a layup.
Listen, we got comparisons to go against though. That's the thing. Like you know how right now you hold over my head that you have a 40-point victory.
Yeah,
Have y'all beat somebody by 50?
I think 40 was the highest.
Was
No, we
40
beat
the high?
Oakland by 50.
Did you?
Yeah, hold on. We beat Oakland 88, 98, 108. We beat Oakland by 43. That's the biggest win of the season.
It would have been nice to have that 45-point victory and be like, yeah, I won by 45.
Right. I
Can
get
you?
it.
Yeah. But
I,
yeah, to your point though, it's like we are up 30 at half and at 58 first half points. It does feel wild to harp on Miss Bunnings.
or at least maybe specifically the reason I want to raise this one now, at least not Jackson. You want
Mm,
to get mad at some of like I get it with Cooper if he's struggling and he has 4 and 4 at half, fine. If Cohen Carr is still frustrating people, Cohen was a lot better in this game. But if Cohen's like having moments in the half court where it looks really ugly, fine. Jackson Kohler is like dominant. He's like
hmm
one of the best Spartans in a long time. He's like the constant on this team. Even Fears comes and goes. Kohler's the only guy who every single night you can basically book a double double from. Card this season, Jackson Kohler has scored double figures every game while also being top 100 in both rebounding rates, while
hmm
also playing 30 minutes a night more often than not. He's just like, he's truly one of the more reliable players ever. And he had a double double in the first half in a game you're up 30. I just didn't like. It's like the only thing people want to talk about is, well, Jackson is still missing shit. Like he gave you a double double, man. And I don't know. Maybe I'm harping on the negative for no reason. I do think a lot of Michigan State fans felt good and just enjoyed this one. I guess the main reason it's getting to me so much though is just I don't think it's gonna change for y'all.
hmm
Like this is Jackson's career percentage from two. Cohen is down slightly, but that's because Cohen isn't only dunking anymore.
hmm
Cohen still doesn't know what the hell he's doing when he tries these moves.
hmm
Carson Cooper's down like 4% from his career. It's because he's trying more difficult shots this year. Like, I don't think there's a realistic outcome where these players suddenly go from where they're at overall in 2 point percentage to significantly better. And all of these, every time this is a talking point, it seems to imply it should. I'm
hmm
lost on that. Like, and it's not a bad thing. This team is 10-1, can be dominant even while being a poor 2 point at the rim team. But I think like it might be time to wrap your mind around that's part of this. Like there is some Angel Reese to this, Cart. There's some like we're just gonna put it off the glass and bully you once it's off the glass until we put it in. That's kind of how your front court operates here, and that works and is effective.
Took it too far, dog. I'm not. Off a 20-point victory. You throwing at me that my team is about me bounds is crazy. I'm gonna need you to dial it back just a little bit. I was with you though.
It is kind of what you do though. That's sort of the MO.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I think people can get with percentages being down, and I'm not even saying you're wrong. Um, I think it's just inherently watching. It's something about missed layups that just really just irk people. And also, like, I'll say this because I feel the same about you. I think the distinction between what layups are and what aren't layups should be kind of also thrown out to the forefront here. Big difference between like a hook shot or like I don't know, some of Jackson's were like damn near layups, hook shots, but
But
like
even Cohen
big,
Carr
big,
shots
big
aren't even
distinction.
hook shots or layups. Cohen Carr is just jumping into people and
Oh
throwing
yeah, I'm not even.
glass.
And Carr wasn't even part of it in the first half. To be honest with you, all the shots in the first half were from Fears and Kohler.
Yeah,
That's all that was. And then freaking Denham went 0 for 2.
yeah, right. But which, like, I guess I just point out too. In the game, we're all complaining about layups again. Every single player on Michigan State, except for Kurteng and Denim Wojcik, made at least 50% of their twos in this game.
Mm.
Like, that feels a little weird to be like, we missed a bunch. Like, everybody was pretty efficient from two in this game.
Doesn't Toledo let up like 62% at the rim?
Yeah, which again, I think this is more about who Michigan State is than whoever the opponent is right now. I just like you guys are doing this pretty much every night. And when you do play the better opponents, it drops even worse.
Mm.
But at a certain point, like, we're a month and a half in, think this is kind of just what this is going to be. And again, in my head, that's okay. You can win. I just feel like there's almost a fundamental misunderstanding of like how many of those you should be making. These guys are kind of living up to what they are, I think, from that specific area.
Here's the one reason you can't do that though. No one's gonna watch it and see like a missed close shot and be like, oh, well, that's just what they do. Hope the next one goes in.
Yeah, I these guys, I don't know. Like at the risk of being disrespectful, because I think you're a top four team in the league. I think you're a Final Four contender. You're 10-1, all of that. I'm terrified. I don't want to play y'all. It's like a KYP, know your personnel a little bit. Like I would expect Nick Ward to make 70% of his twos. I love your front court. It's still a guy who's never been above 56% from two and Carson Cooper.
Mhm.
If they go 50% from two on a night, that's a good night for those guys.
I think it is a good night. I think it's something to do with it being against Toledo, who allows that greater percentage at two. I would have liked in a greedy world to like actually get like a 60% 2-point field goal game here. And that's greedy. I'm fine with admitting that. Um, but yeah, it's like one of the worst 2-point defense teams in the country.
Yeah,
So like greedily, I was like, I kind of want to, want to do that.
I get it. I do. This was the fourth best 2-point shooting night of the season for Michigan State. It was a good night relative to who Michigan State is. So I guess I don't like on certain nights I'd be okay. You're up seven at half. Kohler's struggling. Fine. The night where Kohler has a double double in 14 minutes and you're up 30, not the night for that to me.
That's fair.
Okay. Where should we move next? What else? Cohen was better. You want to go to Cohen next?
Yeah, here's the thing. Maybe this is my negative part. He was better, but like was he?
It was the same, but it was effective. And I think
Yeah.
that's the important part.
Yeah, I did. I will say this. I like some of his, I think because given who Toledo is, they weren't as good at like stopping him when he just kind of puts his head down and drives. They kind of just let him, and credit to him, he did it, right? So I like that from Cohen. And I don't know, it's something I feel like I'd like to even talk with you about with Cohen. It seems to me that he needs to be put on somewhat of like a restriction. And restriction is maybe not the right word, but I used to play with a guy who he was incredible at honestly just catch and shoot, but that's really all he could do, right? Like if he put the ball on the floor one time, it was going to the other team. I kind of want to do something similar to that with Carr. Like, I don't want him to try to do things. I think when he tries to do things, it ends up bad. He doesn't really have any moves. And I don't know how you square that with how you got to operate in the half court. Obviously, that needs to be discussed against better teams. But I think Cohen is an incredible athlete. I think that right now that's kind of all he is, and there's not really much else outside of that. So, you got the dunks in this game. He has some good straight line drives. But like once again, when he tries to do too much or tries to do something he can't do, he turns the ball over. He just can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Zero assists to four turnovers in this game. He attempted 1 3 and missed it. Did make two free throws, give him credit. My issues with Cohen will always come back to, is he impacting winning in any way other than dunking the basketball? That's literally, how do I look at his game every game, is did he do anything to help Michigan State tonight beyond the transition run out dunks? In this game, I do think he had a couple nice scoring moves that, if we're going to kind of do that with the front court, right, and be like, well, the thought was it's Toledo. Why can't you dominate them? I think we have to give Cohen a little credit for like making some straight line drive moves that he should against a MAC opponent like this.
Mhm.
Now, I watched a couple of those half court straight line drives he had, thinking to myself, there's no way a Big Ten defense would let that happen.
Mhm.
Like you try to go through the chest of, I don't even want to use my team. I want to use like Andrei Stojakovic. I don't know if it goes the way it did tonight. Maybe
Yeah.
it does. Maybe that's the wrong answer. But you're right. More often than not, bad things happen when he does anything in the half court. The larger issue for me is he's still not rebounding. He had one highlight block in this game, so he did have some rim protection, but I'll never understand why he's the rebounder he is. I will never, ever in my life be able to process that.
Yeah, it's because he's so athletic. It's really hard to like athletic, strong. It's I don't know. It's either want or instinctual to me because part of it is like knowing what it is. Is
Like
it?
Card, he's a terrible rebounder.
He is a terrible rebounder, and I'm trying to.
Which on a Michigan State team
Does
too.
it have anything to do with Cooper and Kohler being with him?
It could. You're playing next to one of the best rebounding front courts in America for sure. I mean, this team is the best rebounding team in the country again. Seventh in offensive rebounds and fourth in defensive rebounds. And that's happening simultaneously with Cohen having absolutely disgustingly low rebounding rates himself. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is just that. Maybe he's playing with such good rebounders in the front court that he's not. But it's still surprising to me.
Yeah, I mean, just given his athleticism, it
Right.
make much sense.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to let me look at the roster real quick. I'm pretty sure his rebounding rates are like lower than some role players on this team.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's
Like
just kind
here's
of
a good like Cam Ward. Cam Ward plays with the front court a good amount too. Cam Ward has a 14% offensive rebounding rate and 19% defensive rebounding rate. Cohen Carr is 5% offensive rebounds, 12% defensive rebounds.
mhm.
Those guys play the same position, same stuff, same skill sets. Like I don't I don't get it. I really don't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you do with it. I think it's just kind of who he is.
Yeah. I mean, also, I think that Cam Ward's different when it comes to rebound. I mean, you can just tell.
It's just
It's
how
just
he's wired.
like it's how he's wired. He's in the mix on both sides of the glass. Cohen's just kind of not. He's trying to get. He's trying to run.
Yeah. I mean, Cohen Carr's defensive rebounding rate is 2% higher than Trey Ford and Kurtan. Like that's just he's not a rebounder at all on this team. It's
Yeah.
crazy. But
Dude,
I
it's
don't know.
maybe
Does he
hold
need to
on.
be? I guess
Hold
not.
on.
'Cause-
Wait. It's not the year of middle. It's the year of acceptance, Gregory. Just accept it.
oh, that's the MO. Just accept who these guys are and win anyway.
Accept it and win anyway. Like, yeah, we're not that great from two. Accept it. Cohen Carr's not a good rebounder or half-court basketball player. Accept it.
Yeah, and to that extent, it doesn't matter because you're an elite rebounding team anyway. Who cares?
Yeah. Do you I always like asking this question because I feel like it comes up with Michigan State a lot. They are just an elite rebounding team, right?
Michigan State?
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes like last year it was like, oh well, they're elite against the Toledos of the world.
No,
They're just elite.
undeniably, this is the best rebounding team in the country to me.
Okay. That's how I feel
Undeniably.
too. I was
And
just
it's
kept checking you on that.
at the core, it's Kohler is elite, ridiculous. But
He's a freak.
Carson Cooper's also very good and doesn't get enough credit there. And then yeah, I like Jordan Scott and Cam Ward have been really good rebounders off the bench when they're in. And then even like we're blasting him, but like if the worst rebounder on the team is Cohen Carr, it's
Yeah.
crazy, you know?
Yeah. Fair.
It's crazy. You want to do the shooting guard next? We should do fears probably before the shooting guard.
Yeah, I liked Fear's performance in this one. It's when I watch him, I think he can get more for himself in transition as well as getting for others in transition. Like, even when the big runs and seals, he kind of had two on this one where like he worked and kind of snaked his way at the free throw line and his defender bumps into the guy who's sealing in the middle and he has an easy layup. I think he can do more of that, and I liked his aggression in this basketball game. Nitpicky for me, even as a team too. Don't like that we had 15 turnovers against a Toledo team. That doesn't really feel good about me, and I might have to double check on if Toledo. I know they're awful defensively, but maybe they fake cause a lot of turnovers. I don't know.
I can
Let
tell
me
you.
check. They
They're
actually
good.
do.
Yeah.
Okay, so that actually catches me off guard with how bad they are defensively. But even so, I would like Michigan State to take care of the ball a little bit more. 7 turnovers combined between Cohen and Fears. I'd rather keep that a little bit lower. That's nitpicky, but overall, I liked Fears' sense of urgency and aggression in this game, where it kind of seemed like he was floating a little bit and a little bit, I don't know, hesitant, I guess is the word in the Penn State game. So I was glad to see that.
Yeah. Yeah. To me that just a good fears night again, which I think there will be great fears nights, there will be good fears nights, there will be bad fears nights. And I think this is why, like, when there is a legitimately bad fears game, that's why I harp on it so negatively. Is because,
Hmm.
like, to me, this should kind of be the every night game from fears right now. He should be able to score double figures. He should be able to get some shots at the rim, some floaters. He needs to put that pressure on the defense. It needs to be a part of this team's offense in the half court. And oh, by the way, like the floor for him from a playmaking perspective is 8 assists every single night. Like
Hmm.
he was, I thought, very good in this game. And I'm talking very good in the portion of the game that mattered. I know, like, yeah, second half was kind of ugly. They built a 30-point lead in the first half. That's the part of this game I care about. I thought Fears was pretty brilliant in that portion of this game. Um, I would say couple things that stand out from this performance to me as just like pay attention. The 3-point volume. I think that's the most threes he's ever taken in a game. He had one other five attempt
This
night.
San Jose State, he had 5 attempts.
Yep, he tied that in this game. We had the hypothesis that if he shoots a lot of them, that means he's making them. Like he's
Mhm.
very rarely had a high volume night where he's not making them. This first half was a high volume night where he didn't make any of them.
Right.
And then he didn't shoot really in the second half. So, did you like his 3-point volume? Did you like him taking those shots in the first half?
Yeah, because I think he needs to. I truly think that he needs to. Now there was a point in the first half where I was like, damn, Jeremy really wants to shoot threes. Like I thought he could have, maybe gotten to the rim or made a play here or there, but at the same time, I'm at a point where I do want to see him have volume and be a guy that's looking to score on this basketball team. And him getting attempts up is not a bad thing to me. Like I think he needs to do that.
Yeah, I do too. I don't mind, especially in a game you're up 30. I don't mind, like, almost even just for the sake of let's put it on tape. I'll shoot five threes in a game. You got
Hmm.
to guard me. Like, okay. The problem is he's won for his last 10 in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This is trending really rapidly back down to bad again.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. It's gonna be a constant like, do you buy the shot or not thing with him. And I guess right now I'm noticing some things with the shot.
Like how like visually.
Have you noticed that it almost seems like he predetermines when he's gonna shoot and sometimes takes tougher ones than he should?
Um, like before he like saying like before the catch, like before he even gets it.
Yeah, like I think a capable shooter that like really gets good and comfortable. Like most Fear's shots to me are like catch and shoot right now. It's
Hmm.
like it touches the paint and somehow gets kicked back out to him because they collapse and he catches and shoots. Um,
Right.
it's the classic like, oh, if there's a good closeout, I pump, I one dribble sidestep, and then I shoot, right? I
Right.
don't think we've ever seen Fears even attempt that. It's like Fears is just like, oh, time to catch and shoot. And two of his five attempts in this game to me were like really heavily contested.
Yeah.
It's not, that's the part that almost feels unnatural to me is he's like predetermining, okay, I need to be a threat rather than making the correct read of the play, which would pretty obviously be like pump the closeout attack.
Yeah. So I think you and I might be thinking the same thing, maybe just in different sense. When I was watching this first half and watching him get attempts up, it looked to me like he had the thought in his head that he's playing Toledo and I can just shoot this.
Maybe. Could
But
be.
like I do think there is a little bit of a predetermined factor too. Like I don't even know if I've ever seen Fierce pump and drive.
That's the thing. And he's so good at like paint touches when he's like just running the offense. He's such a great reader. His vision is ridiculous. It's kind of weird to like say on one hand, maybe there's no playmaker you trust more than him, while on the other hand, all his catch and shoot attempts almost seem like the wrong read to me, or at least a high volume of them. So I don't know. We've been I've tried really hard to avoid doing Fears Cadeau comps this year.
Hmm.
Coming into the year, we were like, they're very similar. They're not. They do a lot of the same things, but just different players right now. Fears is a way better point guard, way better floor general, tougher, better defender. Cadeau is leading a ridiculous offense right now and playing at a high level too. The one
Hmm.
thing I will comment on is they were both billed as similar, like you can't shoot guys. They're
Hmm.
both very clearly trying to add 3-point volume this season. The difference that I've noticed is Cadeau doesn't really take weird ones. Like if Cadeau's taking catch and shoots, they're actually wide open.
Yeah. They're deep too.
They are deep, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I very rarely watch a Cadeau jumper being like, huh, he should have put that on the floor, you
You
know?
also like Cadeau's jumper just visually looks like it's gonna go in more than Fierce. It's just a better looking jumper.
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
Like I've never Cadeau's been like he's got like he was the 18% three-point shooter his freshman year. It even then wasn't like it looks janky. It was like it was just broke. It's not going in. Fear's jumper just sometimes looks uncomfortable still,
Yeah.
even when it goes in.
Yeah, I think there's still levels to go, multiple levels. Like if he has 2 more years in college, my guess would be like junior year he looks more comfortable. Maybe senior year it actually goes in a lot. Right now it's still a way to try and stop Jeremy Fears, I think, is just get a closeout and he'll shoot really contested closeout catch and shoot threes, even though he's not really a maker. Just interesting to me. Playmaking, any notes from him? He had a couple crazy passes again in this game.
Yeah, I think that Fears is he fears his fears when he does that, right? I think he's just a guy that is, for flip side of this, when it comes to decision making on making the right pass and making the right play, he just always does the right thing when it gets in that situation. So, um, he's probably himself is like, damn, I only had what was it, 11 assists in this game? 8 assists, 27 minutes. He damn near probably left some out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but a good, like you said, a good baseline game for him assist wise.
There were a lot of assists from other guys. You had three other guys with three or more assists in this game. Ball movement was very good in general. Denim Wojcik with 6 assists off the bench. We'll get to him in a moment. But
Uh,
last thing on Fears, do you care that it's very early to do this, but he is number one in the country in assist rate.
mhm.
Still, I think he's not going to relinquish that all season. I can't imagine he will. Um, he's being compared to Braden as a passer right now. Braden is trying to chase down a record, and it's a talking point for Braden every single night right now. If he has 8 assists versus, damn, it should have been 12 tonight.
Mhm.
It's 2 years down the line before we'd get to set the record territory, but it did feel like he left some assists out there. As a Michigan State fan, do you care that he's at 8 assists instead of like 10 or 12 on a night like this?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I always want him to be at 10. Like I think that's the number for me. 9 is the lowest. But like I want 10 a night.
He's had 5 games out of what, 11 this year with 10 or more.
Yeah. So I need 10.
He had 7 and 6 against North Carolina, Iowa. 8 is the lowest in like a bye game like this. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So definitely want a little more.
Okay. All right. I'm just curious if you cared or not. I could see it either way, but all right. Shooting guard.
Well, not a really good Divine game. After that Penn State performance, he kind of took one off this one.
Did they want a good Divine game?
No, they didn't.
That's like, I get it. He was out there and he didn't do much. He made 1 of 2 shots in 17 minutes. There,
Seems like they wanted good games from others.
there was not much reinforcement of like, yeah, we think we found a guy here in terms
No.
of the way they managed it. He was out of the game 2 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Kurtang was in, and by the way, Kurtang was great. So, I'm not advocating that Kurtang didn't deserve more opportunities, but I was very surprised. It was like Divine just had a career game. You feel like you found something. You're committing to, we're even going to make Wojcik the backup point guard, so Divine's our shooting guard, and then he was just not involved and barely on the court tonight. It was interesting.
Yeah. I didn't really I can't really put my finger on what it was. I don't know if it was like trying to get, Kurt Tank feeling good about himself or something surrounding that. I'm not really sure to be honest with you, but yeah, I don't look, I said this when it happened with Divine. I don't want people to get to like this crazy spot where it's like, oh, Divine is this, Divine is that. I think we need to just kind of just watch it unfold and he is accepted. Divine is what he is. He is gonna have he can have a game like that against a Penn State. Like I think that's very true, but I don't think you should right now expect night to night consistency right at this point.
Right.
So it is what it is.
Right. Yeah,
What the 2 point committee do or the two guard committee do?
is that what it has to be this year?
You know what? Yeah, because I don't know if I can pinpoint any two guard that is consistent enough.
I mean, the thing I would say, Divine won you a game at Penn State. I don't want to say Kerr won you a game, but Kerr set the tone against Kentucky.
Hmm.
Like they have sort of popped in and out and given you, I can help you win nights. Even tonight was a Kerr night, right? So I guess I'm starting to buy that that's a viable path forward. Is just roll the dice and any given night it's a different guy off the bench. I hope at some point that means a Trey Fort night is coming. Doesn't feel like it. Feels like they're giving up formally on Trey Fort right now, right?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Fort had 3 points, got to the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist in 7 minutes. It was actually a pretty loud trade. He had a steal, an assist, 2 rebounds, got to the line, 1 for 2 from the floor, 3 points in seven. Like that was a loud 7 minutes, and it still is 7 minutes while Denim Woj plays 13.
Izzo just does not want to play Trey Ford.
Like it feels like he doesn't even want good Fort performances because he doesn't want to play him.
No, but he surely wants to play Denim Wojcik.
Do you get? I'm not even talking Denim. We'll do Denim in just a minute. Do you get it with Fort? Can you at least wrap your mind around? Because I actually do not get it with Fort. I think he should be playing right now.
I no, I don't get it. Maybe in this one I get it because Kerr played well, but I don't know. Like I no, I don't get Trey Ford because I see it as this like what could he have done in that 7 minutes to get him some more minutes?
Right. So you're up 30 at half. You got this kid 7 minutes.
Yeah, then it felt weird, and 6 of those minutes came in the first half.
Right.
He played 1 minute in the second half.
Right. And that again,
He
I
played as many minutes as Nick Sanders and both Walton twins in the second half.
I guess it's fine.
He made his only shot in the second half in his minute too.
I guess it's fine, but it's weird. I think it's weird. I think it's very weird for Tom Izzo to be so defiantly against playing a guy that was a starter early in the season, right? Like I something has to have happened. And I'm not trying to like stir the pot, say there was an incident, but like there must be something about Trey Fort behind the scenes that none of us know that has led to this being so defiantly out of the rotation.
Yeah, I think so. It's got to be something.
It's strange.
Yeah.
And again, on this night, Kurtang was good. Last game, Divine was good. So it doesn't really impact the team as long as one of those two is good. It's jarring to see this happen this quickly. If it happened by March, it'd be one thing, but in bye games, it makes no sense. Speaking of making no sense, Denim Wojcik, apparently, if this is the move, if Divine is going to be the starting shooting guard and Tang's going to play the backup shooting guard minutes and Fort's going to be largely uninvolved, apparently that means that every minute Jeremy Fears is on the bench, Denim Wojcik is on the court running point. That is how Tom Izzo ran the Penn State game. That is how Tom Izzo ran this game. We got 0 minutes of Divine Ugachukwu running point guard. We got 0 minutes of any player besides Denim Wojcik backing up Jeremy Fears as the point guard when Fears was on the bench. Fears will usually play between 30 and 35 minutes. 36 was his season high against Carolina. Against good teams, Fears has been in that realm every single game. So it's highly unlikely against good opponents. Like you get to Big Ten play 20 more games of this, 18. Fears is probably going to play 33 minutes a night, and it's not going to feel as loud as it felt in this one. However, it's objectively insane that this is where this is headed.
Hmm.
Denim Wojcik being an every game backup point guard, you are Jeremy Fears' backup, you get those minutes, nobody else does, is something that flat out should not happen. I'm stunned. like,
No, he and it's crazy because I say this and he already hit. He shouldn't take off his warm up in Big Ten play unless he's getting in the second half and we're up 20. We're up 30. Just straight. And here's the thing. He's not. I don't want to say this. How do I want to say this? He's bad. Like, and with all due respect, like, let's do a quick exercise here. There's not a team Michigan State has played this season, and we played from the top 20 team in the country or the top five team on KenPom to all the way up to like 293rd on KenPom. There is not a team that we have played that Denim Wojcik would start on. So why is he playing backup point guard minutes for Michigan State?
Carr, I don't think he'd play on him. Like, I mean this seriously. I mean this seriously, with all due respect. Toledo would not play him
Yes. So why is he my backup point guard?
because your coach hates Trey Fort.
Well, figure it out. Figure it out.
I mean, that is the answer. But even my pushback would be even if you hate Trey Fort, you gotta play Divine at backup point.
Yes, you can Greg, I'm not going to be able to do it. If he is seriously going to be the backup point guard option in Big Ten play during serious basketball, I'm going to lose it.
Cardi played 3 years in the Ivy League. I know we did this last game, but I want people to realize how fucking insane this is. He played 3 years at Harvard. In all three of those seasons, he played basically spot minute roles. There was one season, his freshman season, where he started a lot of games. They were terrible. His sophomore year, they didn't play him really at all. And then his junior year, they went back to him and he played off the bench minutes in the Ivy League. All three of those teams for Tommy Amaker at Harvard, he played a bench role, a limited role on teams that went 5-9 in the Ivy League for 3 straight years. Those Harvard teams were one of the worst teams in the country at the mid-major level for 3 straight years. One of them, he didn't even have a role. Then he takes a year off of basketball, and now here you go. You're Jeremy Fears' backup. Like, and I get we're not supposed to do nepotism. Like, it's not exactly fun to accuse people of this, but he wouldn't even be at Michigan State if not for who his dad is. Now he's playing. Like this truly, and I know it's kind of funny to do this right now after the Walton twins both hit a shot, but I'm dead fucking serious here. This would be like playing one of the Walton twins 13 minutes off the bench behind Jackson Kohler. That's what it is. He's that level player. And for some reason, he's going to be that guy. He's played 43 minutes on the season now, 13 of them in this game. Hasn't made a shot from the field. He attempted 3 of them in this game. They literally look like the building's going to collapse every time he does anything. To his credit, I guess to his credit, he had 6 assists. Like, did you make anything of his playmaking in this game?
No,
How did he end up with 6 assists?
he was out there.
They actually got him running the break, dog.
No, I can't comment further on this because I truly just feel he should not play.
But he's going
Unless
to. That's the
he
thing.
should,
He's going to.
Greg, I got faith, man.
He's going to.
I got faith in my coach.
He is going to play.
Okay, I'm not gonna make it then.
It's him or Trey Fort.
I'm not gonna make it.
He played twice as much as Trey Fort did in this game.
He played 5 less minutes than Divine.
After Divine had 22, man.
If I'm Divine, I'm hot. If I'm on the team, I'm hot.
In the first half, again, the first half's what matters to me. You look up in the final 3 minutes of the half, Tang and Divine and Wojcik had all played the same minutes. They each got 6 minutes. Like, why are you treating this kid like a legitimate piece? It's not fair to him. It's not fair to anybody. And again, I guess I don't know. I'm shitting on him. He had 6 assists to 1 turnover in 13 minutes. Bravo. Like, I have not ever seen a player this limited be given this type of role in a Big Ten team with title aspirations ever in my life. It'd be one thing if you didn't have title aspirations, right? It'd be one thing if you're who Ben McCollum year 1.
No, it'd be he wouldn't play for Ben McCollum.
I'm trying to think of like a situation I'd accept in the Big Ten this for. Like
I can throw this. There isn't one.
I mean, Darren DeVries' first year. I like this kid. He plays hard. Okay,
No, he wouldn't.
but Izzo is in a year where you are simultaneously being like, we can win this league. We're the defending champs. Let's do this. We're giving Denim Wojcik 13 minutes a game and saying no one else gets to play backup point guard.
Right. And to your point, the main thing is like he played 6 real minutes in the first half.
Right.
Like if we're up 30, throw him in there.
Cardi played 7 minutes in the second half, and Trey Fort got 1 minute. They are investing more time and effort in Denim Wojcik right now than Trey Fort.
Yeah, because Denham's going to get us over the hump.
I mean, Card, that entire second half seriously was just a fuck around. Let's work on what things we want to work on half. And they said, we don't want to see anything from Trey. Fuck him. Let's give Denham 7 more minutes. Like, it's pure malpractice incompetence that I can only truly tie to the fact that his dad is the associate head coach.
Right. But like this is serious basketball here.
You can't be a championship team and do this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I think DK made the same point. I think I saw it on the time. You can't. You cannot be a championship team and do this. I'm sorry. It's so unserious. And fuck it. Maybe this is the ultimate test of Tom Izzo proving me wrong. Tom Izzo just wants to win a championship with Denim Wojcik playing 13 minutes. Good luck, I guess. Like I can't imagine this goes well against any team with a pulse.
Yeah. And I'm gonna hold out faith here. I'm gonna hold out faith here that he doesn't when it comes down to it, unless it's a blowout in Big Ten play, he's not playing.
Can I
I
tr-
gotta hold a little bit of faith.
I don't know, dude. There's a lot of like this is our rotation talk happening right now. Like we found it. It's divine at the two, and that means we want Wojcik at the one. Like there's a lot of discussion of that happening before and after these games right now. Stunning.
How many points did we score?
Hold on. 92.
Oh, all right,
92.
cool.
Yeah.
I need something to keep me calm.
Think of what that might have been without Denham playing 13 minutes.
Hey man, 6 assists.
What's his assist rate?
I don't care.
He's
He's
got a
averaging
45% assist rate.
so.
Wow, that's impressive because he had a 9% assist rate at Harvard.
Dude, like legit. This is what sorry to box score watch here. This is Denim Wojcik this season. This is my backup point guard, or this is what my coach wants to be a backup point guard. Point 0.4 points, point 0.4 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 0% from the field, 0% from three,
Can I introduce a new bit?
50% from the line.
Can I introduce a new bit?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Will Denham Wojcik score from the floor this season? Will Denham Wojcik make a shot this season? Yes or no?
Will he make a shot this season?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You sure?
Yeah. He'll
I
make a
don't
shot.
know, dude.
He'll make a shot.
This reminds me of the Michigan team that played Andrew Dockich at backup point for a full
This
year.
is this is I oh man, I'm about to get nasty on this.
Andrew Dockich would also bust Denham's ass, I think.
Who's better, Denham or Steven?
Denham.
You
Denham.
thought you thought about it.
No, I didn't. Denham.
Okay.
But I think Steven was more likely to score than Denham, though.
Okay, that
Because
makes sense.
Steven comes in against the other team's walk-ons. Denham's playing real Division One minutes right now. Like dog, they're going to task Denham Wojcik with like go play Kylan Boswell.
They won't. I got faith, man. They won't.
Bruce Thornton's up. Denham, it's
They're
your
not.
turn.
They're
Like,
they're not gonna do it, G.
as we talk through this,
Can you tell me they're not gonna do it?
I think they're gonna do it.
I
That's the
don't care.
thing.
Can you verbally tell me they're not gonna
I
do it?
can't tell
Please.
you that because I don't lie to you.
Yes, you do.
I don't lie to you. I think they're gonna do it. As we are talking through this, I'm having a lift the curtain mental moment here of realization. And I want to preface what I'm about to say with I'm going to do my best to be very careful with how I say this to just be as, I don't know, you don't test the basketball gods with shit like this. Fears is the most important player in the country
Hmm.
in a lot more ways than just one. If this is Jeremy Fears' backup, this entire program hinges on Jeremy Fears,
It did before.
but way more.
It did before Denham was the backup.
No, way more. Way more. Way, 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 way more. I'm sorry. Like, at least way more than a year ago, or way more than in November. Like, dog, if the backup plan, if this guy gets in foul trouble, if this guy misses a game due to the flu, if the backup plan is Denham Wojcik, that's so dangerously close to the edge.
It's not even close. It's over the edge.
Well, not as long as Jeremy Fears is available, but
Yeah,
like
but I'm saying like I can't. I am in shock that that is the backup point guard
in real
because
minutes,
he shouldn't be.
in real minutes,
Because he shouldn't be.
like they're really doing this.
Stupid. It's really stupid. That's all it is.
And to an extent, I feel bad for Denham. So I don't think he can do anything about this.
I think he could. I think he could be responsible and be like, stop.
I mean, that's kid's not going to turn down an opportunity like this, but it just they're putting him in a role he's so wildly undeserving of. It's
Yeah,
stunning.
it's not fair. Not fair to him.
Stunning. What
Not
else
fair.
do you have? Anything else on this team?
No, I think, Michigan State as a team, they got a schedule that's upcoming that I think is behooving of them rattling off some wins. So it's just kind of a
Oh,
take care of business here.
play somebody?
They do need to play somebody. It's a bit, I mean, they already have played somebody, but they got some time.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta pull it. I know they got Oakland next, Cornell. I mean, not far enough away, but I'm saying they got some easier level games before they get into Big Ten play again with a road game Friday in Nebraska. That's going to be a big one.
Hashtag play somebody.
Yep.
Hashtag play somebody. Nothing on the freshman, Ward Scott.
It was good to see Ward be productive in this game. Would have liked to see more from Scott, but also like Scott wasn't awful. McCullough was good in this game.
Yeah, the
He had
dunk.
some,
Jesse Dunk was cool.
yeah, he had some good minutes, and he's shown in some games the ability to shoot the three ball a little bit. So, yeah, it was good to see the freshmen get involved. I think you pointed it out a bunch of times on here, but where this team eventually is going to end up, eventually they're going to have to lean on the freshmen more, and it's going to be on those guys to be productive in those minutes.
I'm intrigued by Jordan Scott, 3 assists to 0 turnovers
Yeah. Also, McCullough, I didn't even realize this. He had 8 rebounds in this game in 14 minutes.
and 3 blocks. Yeah. Can I get a per 40
Oh,
Jesse McCullough
Cohen,
check here?
Cohen really sucks at rebounding, man.
Jesse McCullough, if he had played 40 minutes in this game, would have been 20, 20, and 8 blocks.
Special game.
Great Jesse McCullough game. Uh,
Wait, is Jesse McCullough my new per 40 guy?
could be.
I might need to hop on B-ball reference and work this through.
Got to close this with the Twins. Back-to-back threes for Colin and Brennan Walton, Lansing's finest. Pretty cool moment. Genuinely pretty cool moment.
Sucks for them though.
Why?
They did this on a winter break game. Like it would have went nuts in that thing. Like if there was a like real student section.
Izone alumni game. Yeah.
Was it his own alumni game?
I think it was the Izone. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just literally
Have
winter break.
you ever gone to one of those?
I have. I've gone maybe to 3 or 4 of those. Used to make trips with the sister-in-laws for those.
Love it. Also, Jesse's not there enough. You have to be my per 40 guy.
No,
No, he's averaging Jackson Kohler numbers in his per 40.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but like when I looked up Dang was my original per 40 guy, and I was getting 25, 22, and 7.
Yeah, I got it. That makes sense. Hey, can I propose something?
What's Denim Wojcik's per 40s?
Can I propose something?
Yeah,
So they say you have like an endless ATM, right?
yeah.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I have no reason not to yet.
I believe it. Now,
Yeah,
what for Sparta, the new initiative, all this, it seems like there's more money pumping through Michigan State University athletics than ever, right?
Acrisure.
Can I propose something?
Yeah.
Sonny Wilson should be a Michigan State Spartan next year.
Mm.
What are we doing? This kid went to Cassius Winston High School, just put 29 on your starting guards.
Yeah. Well, I already got my backup one for next year.
Who?
Los.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at a program that's playing Denham Wojcik 13 minutes right now. I think you could use some depth.
That's this year's team. Next year, I think it'll be a
I think you
problem.
could use some depth, my friend. I'd get why not? Why not? Why not take a flyer on this kid? If Illinois can get a Serbian in for second semester, we can't get Sonny in green and white for Big Ten play.
Drew, can you guess Denim Wojcik's per 40 numbers?
I don't want to. Probably 3 and 3.
And 4 and 5.
4 and 5 per 40.
Wait, hold on. Let me check. Oh, sorry. My apologies. Whoa.
What, 20 assists?
3 and 12.
It's we got to stop using per 40s.
That's it.
Congrats on the win. Jackson, make your layups. Urgh.
Hey, it was Jeff Kohler who said it, not me.
Get him.
Yeah, no.